Hey folks, it's Babbage. We're here in the Long Dark. It is almost time to leave, I think. 9. We leave on day 10. Let's see. Do we have clothes to repair? I can rip this up. So let's see what we got here. We have an EG and a hydrate. And a and a big stretch. Yeah. Let's grab a little bit of cloth here and do some repairs. Yeah, I totally went over. Well, I got into that worry about, like, I didn't want to stop someplace. I don't know. It was a tough call.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay, I think it's time. Day 10 it is. So we are officially on day 10. Time to get out of here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm gonna walk around here just in case there's something hiding. I'm going to feel silly if it turns out that the hammer was actually in the big red barn. Because that was the one place we didn't check. More matches.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
How are we doing? Wait, wise, we're at 47. We're way over. Okay. Carrying a lot of flour with us. I'm gonna gamble on the dog food too. Hey, so far so good. I think we hear the wolf yipping. Might mean that the bear is out.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, the bear's coming down the hill. That's not good. Okay. Detour. Hey, Roller, good to see you as well. We had to do a little detour to try to get ahead of the bear. We're on our way to Coastal Highway. But we really are carrying too much stuff, so we're probably going to have to drop some water here. Okay, 46. Where's all our weight? We just have a lot of stuff. Oh, hard to believe it's Sunday already. Tomorrow is Monday, start of the week. Tomorrow I get to work from home. I'm teaching an online course, so they recommend we do it from home so that we don't have as much, because we're in cubicles right now. Well, not quite cubicles, but we don't have walls, so it makes problems with background noise an issue. So tomorrow is not today, yes. So I get to teach from home. It'll be fine. I'm just gonna eat these carrots. Big culprit is we've got like 2 things of flour. We may leave 1 flour behind. Especially since we just picked up the oats, so we have oatmeal, which is lighter than carrying the flour. Oh, you're also back to work tomorrow? Yeah. Today's weather was kind of wild. We started off the morning, early morning, there were snow flurries. And then By 9 o'clock, the snow had kind of gone away, and we had gusty winds. Not too heavy, just somewhat. And then it got a little bit warm, and then it got into really, really big winds, and then there was a little bit of, tiny bit of snow flurries again, and then I think it's just gusty tonight. And tomorrow we might get more snow. It's like we really can't turn the corner into spring. It's refusing to go easily. So tomorrow I really don't mind working from home, given the potential snow-cold combo in the morning. And sadly, I still have to be up early and out early because I'm running an errand first thing in the morning at 8 a.m. So it's like, actually, technically I'll be out of the house by probably 7:45 maybe? We'll see. So I don't really get to sleep in. So I'll get back from that and then I'll work until my workshop, and then I'll teach my workshop, and then I'll be done for the day. Hmm. Ugh. That was stupid. Okay. let's make a fire here and some new torches. Yep. Yeah, mediocre. Okay, things we can do to make our life a little bit easier. We can drop this guy. We're going to drop this as well. I'm going to drop this one. How close are we? Well, we're almost to 2 at least. Okay.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. So I was thinking earlier today how I kind of messed things up. I have going to a conference this summer in June, And I've been planning to book the flight to go to the conference. It's in Montreal um, last week or the week before. And I kept putting it off because I was trying to figure out like what my finances were going to look like this month, because I still had a couple other bills to pay off as part of the move. And so I put it off, and then over the weekend it dawned on me, it's like, crap, it's going to be more expensive because oil prices are going through the roof right now. And yeah, so my flights are probably going to be more expensive. I was like, ugh. I should still be able to get them reimbursed, but it does make me feel silly that I didn't book earlier. Save a little money. Anything there? No. No. Okay, keep moving. I wish I had a conference in Vancouver. I would love to have a conference in Vancouver. Give me an excuse to go back and visit some friends. But, yeah, I don't have anything pressing on that. I also have to figure out how much vacation time I'll have and when I can take it. I'll have to double check my contract to see how quickly I accrue vacation days. But I think I have to. Might not really benefit from vacation until later in the year. Or maybe late in the summer. I'll have to see. And what can I really afford doing? That's the other question. It's like, is it worth... If travel gets really expensive, maybe it's not worth going anywhere. Yeah, I was thinking, I keep telling people I like living in big cities, and then I don't do a lot of exploring. Well, I do and I don't. It's like, it's easier if you have a group of people to go out and explore the city with. Right now I have a group of... two groups of D&D players, but I don't really have a group of friends that I would go out and explore the city with. So then I'm basically left to, like, exploring on my own. And some days I'm just not... Some nights I'm not really motivated to do that. Oops, that's not what I want. We're only at 52, right? It's insane. We're gonna dump so much coal outside. So let's see, I streamed yesterday, I streamed today. That's 2 nights in a row. We'll see if I get around to streaming tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do 3 nights in a row or if I should give myself a break. Oh well. If I don't stream, or the other thing is I could stream something that's not TLD. But if I don't stream, maybe I'll work on one of my other projects that I need to get done. Yeah. Well, partly I've been wanting to get. I wanted to get out of Blackrock. That was the big goal, right? So we got out of Blackrock. We got out of Keeper's Pass. We got out of Pleasant Valley. Now the next big goal is just to get forged, right? Afternoons. Well, that'd be pretty cool. So one of the things I've been thinking about is how to use my time a little bit more efficiently in the mornings. Like I have my little routine that I follow in the mornings, but I kind of feel like there's a lot of wasted time. It's not, I don't want to say wasted, but it's just like like I'll make breakfast, get dressed, but then I'll also like spend time before I have to leave the house, you know, watching an episode of anime or something. But that morning time is actually a pretty valuable time. I could actually be using it to do writing. And that's one of the things I've been thinking about. It's like maybe it's I just need to train myself a little bit better, be a little bit more disciplined, and like do that. Actually, maybe I want to take more than 15. Let's see. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. That should be good enough. The snail slow. Yes, it is. It's very slow. We do need to find out how long we're going to be here, though. We just arrived in Coastal Highway. And we need to roll. 7 days. We're here for 7 days. Okay, so Let's see. Save. 7 days. Okay. Yeah, I think we have to drop a few more things here. How come it doesn't feel like I lost that much? It's not that much. Just try to get some stuff out of our... It's the flour. We should have left some of the flour behind. Oh well. Do a little temporary perk me up here. Well, good to see you, Sakura. Do you stream? I seem to remember you streaming. Let's see if you have a clip. No clip. Oh, we're so slow. I think it's a mixture of the wind and how heavy we are. That. Okay, we're going to go to the trailer because the trailer has a chance of having the hammer. Also, we're less likely to bump into the wolf.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
If we can... I guess as far as starting 3 we have to get rid of our kindling. Tinder. Come on, hammer. Show up here. Sadly, no hammer. Right? Never back here. Too windy.
I can barely walk with this much gear. I'll take it.
Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to drop these guys. I use up potatoes.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
Is it all still windy? Let's see.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Yeah, we do need to cook up the
Come
taters.
on, little fire.
Clear some inventory space.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. That didn't work. Yep. Yeah, wind's definitely changed.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Yeah, DP start can be great if you get the bedroll early off. But otherwise, it's a long ways to do stuff. Days survive 11.
I need to find food.
Okay. I'm going to drop that too. Hmm.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
It's not that bad, Astrid. Okay. Dawn spawn's good. We're plus 13, but we are really slow right now. This tactical vest, ballistic vest is slowing us down. Plus we got all this extra weight here. Sounds like the wind died down.
Bag is getting too heavy to carry.
Ooh.
Come on, little fire. Come on. able to carry this load for much longer.
I think we go over to the fire lookout. Try that. Okay. Deer? Sounds like a deer. Okay, now we're making good progress. Okay, we're going to make it to the watchtower, and then we will take a short bio break, and I'll be back. Press through to the Quonset. Yeah, this Blackrock spawn has definitely turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, we're still not really great on loot, but we're not terrible. We just could use the hammer. And then we'd be set. Yeah. Goofed. Oh, there you are. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Yeah, keep moving, buddy. Mm-hmm. Ah,
All I can think about is food.
that was wasted.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, going to take a short bio break. We'll be back about 2 or 3 minutes. Hey, welcome back, folks. You found the Baba Special bedroll and crackers. Go team. This is a problem with this setup. It's really slow to cook potatoes. Let's see. Trying to decide how late I want to stream tonight. Cabin fever risk. Oh no. What will we do? We know what we'll do. We have a trick for this. Oops. Try that again. Days. Yep, Chris.
The sun is setting.
Relatively
A
light.
lot colder soon.
35 minutes until boil. Okay, what can we do out here? This is crappy, but we'll repair it anyways. Or we'll try. Wow, that's disappointing. Oh, forgot. We want to put down our saplings. Keep forgetting to do this.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Okay, my fever almost gone. That's terrible. How's the run? It's not too bad. We managed to get out of Pleasant Valley at the start of the run, or start of tonight's stream, and made it to Coastal Highway. Now we're on Coastal Highway. We're looking for the hammer, and also doing our rest of our challenge. So, one more potato. Also trying to beat cabin fever here. Got noisy neighbors. Cabin fever is done. Was mentioning earlier, we streamed Saturday night and Sunday night. Well, tonight. And so I think, even though usually I'll stream Monday night as well, I might take Monday off. So I might take tomorrow off. I haven't decided yet. And then be back Wednesday. And then probably either Friday, Saturday or Friday, Sunday. I don't know. I have this stretch like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, where my evenings generally are pretty open, but not always. Occasionally I have meetings booked or things to do. But it is like a 4-day stretch, and I'm kind of, for the sake of not burning myself out streaming, I don't like to do more than 2 nights in a row streaming, so. Gotta give myself something else to do, right? So.
I could eat a horse.
All work and no play makes Baba a dull boy. Help if we close the door. Look at us leaving the home all chilly out here. Okay, we'll eat our potatoes, get them out of our inventory. Let's do 3 hours of sleep. Okay, let's see. It is morning. These guys are coming along.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I think we may not be able to make it here. Okay, I'm not certain about this, so let's lose our time here to see if the weather is better or worse after half an hour. That's going to turn into a blizzard, huh? Yeah. Three arrows down, wind, possible blizzard. How are we doing for time? 11, almost 12 days. Yeah, it's blizzard. Totally blizzard coming. Won't be able to carry a torch in that. So I guess it's inside. Oh, kind of think I should have taken my nap this afternoon. See what happens if we wait an hour. Traded it for big wind. Day 12. Okay, we should update this.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, I think we'll wrap up when we get to Kwanzaa. Okay. Moving along. For those lurking, I should have thrown this in earlier. We are doing a challenge run called Roll With It. And that's a little bit about it. And here's a little bit about me. But the short version is I'm a writer. I'm the author of 2 books of poetry. I'm also a data librarian at a university library in Toronto. And I'm also a former computer games programmer. So I'm going to wear a lot of different hats. Kind of had some bit of good news a couple days ago. Old writing coaching client of mine reached out to me, and it's 2 very long short stories. So they're not really short stories anymore. They're kind of novelettes. You know, they're I think 11 and 12,000 words each, which is pretty substantial. So anyways, wanted to know if I was still available to do writing, coaching, and editing work, and I said sure. So I get 4 sessions with him. Ooh. Which would be nice to have a little extra income for March and April. But I also have to spend some time this month working on my taxes. So joy. Publishing Shack. I was supposed to start a small publishing company specialized in chapbooks, like the small 16 to 40 page, pamphlet size things. And I was going to start that after I closed the Boxcar Poetry Review, which is the literary journal that I ran for many years. Like 15 years I ran that. And I was going to run this chapbook press afterwards, and it didn't happen. I just, timing-wise, it didn't really work out, and I think I also kind of realized I didn't have the energy to do it at that point in time. I still like the idea, still would be happy to run it, but I'd have to work out some more logistics in terms of figuring out the best way to make it work. I don't like starting projects that don't make financial sense. No, bear is theoretically here, but no footprints, so not here. So it's a can spawn, but did not spawn. Or at least hasn't come back here yet.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Hmm. Oops.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. Let's find our way down. Ooh, the wolf is out there. We'll leave him alone. Moose. Glad we didn't come down the other side. Came down the other path, we would have. Well, we would have probably dropped down on the road.
This'll come in handy.
Oops.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear. Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Well, I think we should eat that right away. It's 2.8 kilos.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Definitely getting sleepy.
I think I can use this. I am not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay. Let's get going here. Wolf over there.
with this much gear.
Okay, getting sleepy. Doing a quick survey. Look, we got the quality tools. This is not looking good. No hammer here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay, tired.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. Step in, step out. Save that. Okay. Okay. Try it one more time. Match in hand. Okay. Oh. Good. Okay.
Not work. Perfect.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, 6, and I want at least 4 more.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to wrap up here.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Okay. Just let ourselves wrap up here. Yay! So we did all that work so we could get well fed because we're heavy with the ballistic vest on. Day 12.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Okay. I'm just pretty sleepy. Okay.
Starving.
Okay, here we go. We're saved. We're at 12 hours. Okay, so we'll pick up this next time. Yeah. We'll read one poem and then we'll find someone to raid. Poem chooser's not working. Hold on a sec. Did we lose our... They both disappeared? Wow. That's wild. Okay. Guess we'll just choose for ourselves. So, you know how I thought I'd solve my problem with... I thought I'd solve my problem with the... the solid state drives disappearing. Well, that problem's back. I switched up the power cables and it's returned, but it goes longer, much longer before they have issues. So I think it's just because I've had the computer on all day. So I think it's probably been the issue. So we'll see. Yeah, I moved the install for the game over to C drive, so if they fade out, it doesn't impact me at all. So yeah, we'll read something here. What do we feel like reading tonight? Really need to send out some more poems. Yeah, I need to send that out. Okay, we'll read something else here. This is from The Lost Country of Sight, my first book of poetry, published in 2008, winner of the 2007 Philip Levine Prize, published by Anhinga Press. This is entitled Losing the Hawk. My father says nothing for miles, watching an invisible speck in the sky, a single hawk circling far above our car's silent passage through fields of dust and grain. No prey to be seen, and no prayer but the wind, pushing one way then another through the cracked windows of the old car. The world outside as empty as a beggar's palm. At dusk, we rest at the side of the road in the middle of nowhere and stare up at the sky, now filling with stars and wanderers, ignorant of the names and lines which connect them, caught in the slow sway of the northern lights. Beyond our view, geese call from a cage of willows set at the water's edge, and the old river moves unseen through the tall heads of grain. We lose the hawk in the darkness, hear only wings overhead, their wordless lullaby ascending into night. So that's a very Saskatchewan poem. It's also kind of builds off of memories when that was my childhood, and we lived in northern Saskatchewan, a little bit more to the north in North Alford. And occasionally we would be out driving to the countryside, visiting family friends who lived out on farms. And yeah, it was interesting how empty that space was. How at night, at certain times of the year, you would see the northern lights, and how great and like impressive there were, especially if you were further north. Like some big curtains swaying in the night sky. I think all the memories I have of being out there in the countryside, whether it was during scouting, camping trips and excursions, or driving through the side country roads, going off to visit people in remote places. I think all that kind of stays with you, that sense of how big a place is, how small you are. I was trying to communicate that to someone, I think in my writing and just in general, just how if you grow up in a place like Saskatchewan, if you let it teaches you this immense humility about how small we are and how impossibly big the heavens are, how strong nature is. And you can hide in a city, but if you step out into the wilderness like we do in the game, you realize just how powerful these forces are and how they don't care about almost anything that we care about. They just continue to do the thing they've been doing for thousands, millions of years. And we can fade out in a second, So anyways, at the same time, we struggle on. So, long dark, all about struggle. Let us wrap up. Have I recorded my poems before? Yeah, I guess. I have, I used to run, so let's see. You can find, what are a few different places you can find this? So I used to run a YouTube series called The Hermit Poetry, Hermit Poetry Hour, I think it was. What was it? If I can find this again. Hermit Poetry Series. Yeah, it's called the Hermit Poetry Series. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. I'll get you the link for the whole series. So I used to do a thing where 3 times a week I would record me reading other people's poems and occasionally one of my own. So it would just be, it was a really short format thing. I would just pick a usually contemporary poet, but not always, and pick a poem, read it. There's no commentary. There's no big discussion. It's just like introducing people to different poets and poems that they might not have encountered before that are, I try to pick interesting ones, things that would be, memorable, moving in some way. And then sometimes I would read my own poems. So you can find recordings of me reading there. And then there was also, I think on SoundCloud, let's see here. I think I should be able to find it here. No, no. Maybe we'll see if we can track it down this way. Yeah, so you can track me down this way. And then I used to also have, there's kind of an archive of things I've recorded in the past on SoundCloud, and you can find recordings of a lot of my poems there, as well as me reading The Grinch, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, as well as Dylan Thomas's A Child's Christmas in Wales. But mostly it's me reading poetry, my own poetry there. So you can find an archive of me reading there. I just go back a few years. Well, okay, I say a few years. I just looked at it, the dates. It's like 13 years ago. Wow. Yeah. So I haven't really done much. I think the most recent thing I recorded was probably 9 years ago on that one. So, and mainly it's just because I haven't really been working on poetry. I've been working on opera, libretto, and other projects. Graduate school, because I went back for another degree. So, I mean, yeah. But I will get back to doing more. Okay, let's figure out who we can go raid. Oh. Who is up? Perfect Trip up until Will. QC Gaming, Tiger Foe. Anyone new we want to try out? Do stock or run? We'll do QC Gaming, I think. Let's see. Can we... I think we can rate QC. I think we already did this before. Let's check and see if he's got... Yeah! Oh, well, I'm honored that it was an inspiration. I'm... Cool. Memento Cash. Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, QC Gaming... I remember what it was with QC Gaming. That's a follower or subscriber only chat. Well, I followed last time, so I think I should be able to chat this time around. Yeah, so give him a raid, and thank you all for hanging out with me. Like I said, I'm not certain if I'll be on tomorrow night. I usually try to avoid doing more than 2 nights in a row, just to give myself a break. Uh-oh, did he go on break? He went on break. Great. I think he just went on break, so we'll have to find someone else to raid. Let's cancel and find a different person to raid then. Let's see. Well, I guess we can try up until Will. Up until Will is doing... Yeah, I'll see if I can get a chance to check that out. Yeah. So we'll try up until Will, because Will's actually still running, so... Okay, so thank you all, and we're off and now. Thank you.